know what I'm saying, my phone mount hooked up to where I can, basically mount the phone to the car. So I'm gonna have to get a new one because the other one wasn't very good. All right, so this is the latest on Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez. You know what? It's gonna be impossible after the testimony of an eyewitness. It would be impossible, and it would be a travesty to try to convict Tory Lanez for this case, because an eyewitness testified, which Megan Thee Stallion left out, that he said he heard a disturbance. He saw a parked car, and he said that he saw two women having an argument, and he said they had a very violent fight. So he's saying that Megan Thee Stallion had a very violent fight. He said the bodyguard was there, which, by the way, the bodyguard has went missing. Now, the bodyguard was supposed to testify that Tory Lanez admitted that he shot Megan Thee Stallion. Now, they can't find this bodyguard, that he's supposed to be out of the country, that basically he disappeared. So they saying that this witness said that he saw a very violent fight between two of them. He said it went on for a while. Then he said finally he saw like maybe 4 people involved fighting. And then he said, to make a long story short, he said that he saw a woman. He didn't say which woman. He said he saw a woman go to a car. And then he said at first he saw a woman fire some shots. I'm going to repeat this again. This eyewitness said that he saw a woman fire a shot or some shots. Then it appeared to be another struggle. And then he said he saw a short man fire the weapon. Now hear this closely. Said he saw a man, a short man, which we believe is Tory Lanez, fire a weapon in the air. So this explains how both Kelsey and Tory Lanez had gun residue on their clothes. Megan Thee Stallion left out the part that there was a violent fight. So, worst case scenario is that what a lot of people was starting to think, that either Kelsey is the trigger woman, or during the struggle, because he didn't say who went and got what, or that Megan Thee Stallion may have possibly cheddar bobbed herself. It would be a travesty, like I said, if Tory Lanez was convicted for this trial. And starting, this was just a steamroll and an attempt to try to just put Tory Lanez in jail. And you have to wonder how far was Megan Thee Stallion possibly coached or told to try to put this all on Tory Lanez? I'm sorry, you guys. Tory Lanez should get off. And this DA, this prosecutor, she should be reprimanded. When she tried to insert a song that was supposed to be recorded by Kelsey in California, when they had a law passed that you cannot use rap lyrics against anybody in a court of law. So it was a lot of holes in this case. I want to see all the women who just flat out came out of nowhere and just said, oh, Tory Lanez did it because Megan Thee Stallion said so. I want to see if they're going to retract their stories and apologize to Tory Lanez. Now, I want to see if that lady that came on my channel disrespected me, I want to see if she going to apologize to me, which she probably won't, because you know a lot of women are gutless and can't admit when they're wrong. But that's okay. I don't need your apology. But if you can't admit that you're wrong for coming on my channel, attacking me and calling me out my name, which I could have called you out your name, that just gonna show who you are. And this is gonna show people who this is gonna show a lot of people who a lot of these women are. You had that lady on Comedy Central that was talking all this stuff, who somehow made this about Kevin Samuels pertaining to, which I'm trying to figure out, how did this have anything to do with Kevin Samuels? I just want to see, real talk, how many women are gonna come forward and say, hey, Tory, we were wrong. Tory Lanez was convicted before he had his day in court. So like I said before, it's looking like Megan Thee Stallion lied on Tory Lanez. Now what people are going to try to say, oh, well, she was drunk, because keep in mind that they were pissy drunk before they left the party. But Megan Thee Stallion left out the part that they had a very violent fight. And I think another reason why Megan Thee Stallion's bodyguard disappeared is that he would have had to testify under oath that him and Megan Thee Stallion possibly jumped on Kelsey. Now, keep in mind, they were saying that Megan Thee Stallion said that Tory Lanez told her to dance beat and all that stuff, and tried to go full-blown Yosemite Sam. This is a travesty. It is no way that jury can sit up there and convict Tory Lanez, because it looked like an innocent man would be going. And I just want to see if any of you gutless women that sat up there and said, oh, Tory Lanez shot her, end of story, because Megan Thee Stallion said so. I wonder, are you going to apologize to Tory Lanez? Now, remember, last year I said, and I had a few women come from me trying to play the, oh, black women need to be protected. Well, no, in this case, when Megan Thee Stallion tried to go on the black women need to be protected, me too, for what purpose? To frame Tory Lanez? It appears to me that black men need to be protected. It appears that Megan Thee Stallion was willing to send an innocent man to jail for possibly 27 years. And I just want to say, for real, Megan Thee Stallion looked like she the black version of Amber Heard. So, in case of fact, we have, based off this testimony, and they even admitted that the DA, that this case is on life support. So it's looking like Megan Thee Stallion is the black Amber Heard. It's looking like she's the black version of Amber Heard. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Megan Thee Stallion should lose every endorsement that she has. She should be sued. Tory Lanez should sue her, but he probably not. And her career should be ruined, because it looked like she was willing to send an innocent man to jail. From the court, this DA basically tried to circumvent certain things. Yeah, now I know why Megan Thee Stallion's bodyguard is missing. So I just want to see. I want to see if people gonna apologize to Tory Lanez. I don't see how anybody could sit up here and work Megan Thee Stallion. I don't see how any black woman could sit up there and side with her and try to make excuses for her if she tried to send an innocent black man to jail. Basically trying to push a phony campaign, a phony movement, Me Too, protect all black women. And now Megan Thee Stallion was wondering why people was kind of questioning her. Now keep in mind, Megan Thee Stallion changed her story like 3 times. So now you have to wonder, how far does this go? You have to wonder, did Roc Nation, did Desiree Perez encourage her to lie on Tory Lanez? Any good defense attorney would have been able to pick Megan Thee Stallion's story apart, and that's what happened. She left out the total fact that there was a fight, that there was an altercation. And then this DA, like I said, she should be reprimanded. She should get in trouble because she tried to suppress evidence and testimonial for basically a biased trial, to basically just flat out just try to convict Tory Lanez. And Tory Lanez need to look and see, was his rights violated in some kind of way? This wasn't a fair trial. This was more like trying to frame this dude. So yeah, Megan Thee Stallion is looking like she's a liar. She looking like she the new Amber Heard. And like I said before, Megan Thee Stallion, her career should be ruined. And I want to see if I want to see if these women, I want to see if all these women groups are going to sit up there and say, well, you know what, Megan Thee Stallion was wrong for what she did, or somehow, some way they still gonna try to make this fault. Was trying to defuse this situation at the same time, and when everything happened, he just wanted this to be quiet. He wanted this to go away. And I think what happened is, when Chelsea took the stand, I guess her conscience was like, I can't sit up here and lie on this dude, and that's why she pleaded the. So this is what we have here. Tory Lanez should walk. Now, on some social media sites, Megan Thee Stallion is getting ripped to shreds. And I commend the black women that's holding her accountable, and she should be held accountable. I don't want to hear this stuff that she's a victim and all this kind of stuff. She may have possibly been a victim of getting shot, but you basically tried to put the wrong person in jail. And you were about basically trying to push forward a phony facade and a movement at the expense of Tory Lanez and his reputation and him losing his freedom. So what do people got to say now? What do people got to say now? And she represent Houston, Texas. And I know some of them brothers is like, damn. And for all the dudes that was sitting up there caping for Megan Thee Stallion, what do you got to say now? This is why I told people to wait till we get to court and let's see what happens. Don't sit up there and convict Tory Lanez. Let's wait till the facts come out. And this testimony by this witness is damning. Like I said, this case is on life support yeah, it's on life. Like I said, it's looking like 2 scenarios that either in the struggle. Now they have testimony. They have an eyewitness that said they saw some woman fire a shot. So like I said, either Tory Lanez shot the gun in the air to stop the commotion from after when the struggle happened in the fight. Once again, Megan Thee Stallion left out the fight. She left out the fight. She left out. There was a violent fight for around 10 minutes. So like I said, all these women that were making videos convicting Tory Lanez, calling him a scumbag, it may look like he tried to, that basically, that he was trying to protect a black woman. That he was trying to protect Kelsey. That basically he was just trying to get this thing to go away. Now, this is a little bit significant. Now, how bad Megan Thee Stallion was shot, I know a week later she was sitting up there performing. She wasn't in that bad a shape. But like I said before, it's looking like Megan Thee Stallion tried to send an innocent man to jail knowingly. So I want to see all you black women that's going to come on this live. I want to see if y'all going to say, you know what? If I accuse Tory Lanez, I apologize. But like I said before, we know black women ain't going to apologize because black women never take accountability. Somehow, some way, they still, some people, black women, instead of taking their L, they're going to still make this about victimhood and about what happens to black women. Not about that you have a person that lied on somebody, that basically tried to ruin this man's career, his reputation, and send him to jail. Tory Lanez was looking at 27 years in jail, plus deportation. So like I said, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all a quick update. It's just looking like Megan Thee Stallion lied on Tory Lanez. And at the end of the day, people need to come after her. And I don't mean like physically. Whatever endorsements she has, she should lose them. She should lose everything. Because this isn't about victimhood of protect black women. What do you do when you have a black woman and she basically tried to put it on the wrong purpose, on the wrong person? Now, what people gonna probably say is, this is how black women gonna try to get out of this. A lot of them, instead of taking accountability, they're gonna show their gutless ways by trying to say, well, you know what? Well, she was drunk, so she probably didn't know what happened. Okay, well then, that's what she should have said when she testified. She can't get out of this. She should have said, I don't know who shot me. Instead of just unequivocally, positively saying, oh, Tory shot me. And then to sit up there and say, oh, the reason why I didn't say he shot me in the first place, oh, because I thought the police would come there and basically plow him down. Because we was like in the middle of the George Floyd situation. But wait a minute. You was worried about him possibly getting plowed down by the police, but you don't have no problem lying on him and sending him to jail? Oh, okay. That make a lot of sense. Like I said, I'm telling you what they gonna try to do. And say, oh, well, she made a mistake. You don't make them kind of mistakes. If you drunk, you need to put emphasis. I was drunk. I don't remember. So my memory is kind of shady. But like I said, this seemed to be a ploy by possibly Megan Thee Stallion and possibly the prosecutors, just to try to throw Tory Lanez in jail. Just to put him in jail. Because this court case had a lot of holes in it from the beginning. Inconsistent stories, just a lot of different things. Like I said, if you drunk, then testimony to a certain degree possibly shouldn't be submitted. Because keep in mind, a lot of times you're not in your right state of mind, but then again, sometimes you are. But I know that people gonna try to find a way to excuse Megan Thee Stallion from any kind of responsibility or accountability. Because that's how gutless some black women can be. So yeah, it's looking like Megan Thee Stallion Megan Thee Stallion or Megan Hurd or Megan Smollett Hurd. That may be her new name. And I don't see no women coming on here saying, why are we telling her we want to? Because she is looking like she's a liar. And that she tried to frame a black man. And you think I'm okay with that? You think I'm finna plead this old protect black women? When she basically was willing to let an innocent black man go to jail for up to 27 years? But I want to see. I want to see if people go round behind Tory Lanez. I want to see if people go say, "Hey, Tory, we were wrong. We got it wrong." I want to see if people who made all these videos convicting this man before he had his day in court. I want to see if they gonna retract their stories, retract their statements, or if they still gonna try to somehow, some way, still make this Tory Lanez fault. But now I know why that bodyguard disappeared now. I'm trying to think, was this, like I said, a plot by the DA, by the prosecutor to just try to throw this dude in jail with extreme prejudice, with a slice of a little bit of racism? Like I said, this court case is damn near similar to what happened to Snoop Dogg. What happened to Snoop Dogg when he got in trouble, where they had overwhelming evidence. They had overwhelming evidence what happened with Snoop, that it was self-defense. When they said that they found a weapon, they found a weapon by the dude who they ended up having to delete. They said this dude has seen Snoop Dogg previous places and was threatening him. And the funny thing is, this dude was a Crip like Snoop. They had overwhelming evidence that it was self-defense, and this prosecutor still tried to put Snoop on trial for murder. Still tried to send him to jail. And this is looking exactly what they tried to do to Tory Lanez. They wasn't about the truth or about a crime being committed. They just wanted to lock a black man up. Well, of course, they trying to deflect. Yeah, they trying to deflect, because a lot of these women got egg on their face who were sitting there making all these videos about Tory Lanez need to go to jail. He shot Megan Thee Stallion and all the end of story. This, once again, black women are not protected and all this kind of stuff. Hell, Megan Thee Stallion needed to be possibly protected from Kelsey. So like I said, either two things happened. Either Kelsey shot Megan Thee Stallion, or she did it. She totally left out the fact that there was a fight. And for that district attorney to not submit evidence and submit evidence and testimony that there was a fight, it showed that this DA didn't have no integrity, and she should be reprimanded, and she should get in some kind of trouble because she didn't follow the laws of the land. She tried to submit rap lyrics by a song allegedly recorded by Kelsey. She left out the fact that in the song that she was getting alleged threats by Megan Thee Stallion's team. So now it's looking like this was just some big conspiracy, possibly to just frame Tory Lanez and send him to jail. So I want to see, like I said, I want to see how many many women that's gonna come out and say, hey, you know what, Tory, we got it wrong, we apologize. I want to see if Megan Thee Stallion is gonna be condemned by the masses for lying. She's a liar. She's a liar. And that's all it come down to. She is a liar. This was never about trying to find out the truth. This was about just trying to send a black man to jail. When I say I hope Tory Lanez sues Megan Thee Stallion for everything she got, but he probably won't. They're going to put pressure on him to say he forgive her and he's going to move on with his career and, you know, let this be. I promise you that. I promise you. He's going to get that phone call begging, getting begged. Hey, just say you forgive her and you're going to, nope. Like I said, Tory Lanez need to make an example out of women like Megan Thee Stallion. And he further needs to prove that this Me Too stuff, protect black women in certain cases, is a facade. Protect black women at what expense? Framing a black man? A black man losing his freedom? That's what it takes. And you have to ask yourself about Megan Thee Stallion's personality. But then again, she said she was ratchet. You have to ask yourself. You have to look at Megan Thee Stallion. You were willing to send an innocent black man to jail? Instead of just saying, hey, it was a fight, it was an accident. She could have said all this was an accident. They never did say who the gun was registered to. They never said who owned the gun. But now I know why Megan Thee Stallion's bodyguard disappeared. So now it's looking like, did Megan Thee Stallion and her bodyguard try to assault Kelsey? Was Kelsey the one intimidated? Now keep in mind, Kelsey said, hey, Tory Lanez didn't say Dansby. So basically, he didn't tell Megan Thee Stallion to do the Yosemite Sam. So yeah, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen when this court case is over. I can't wait to see. I want to see if some of these women that sat out there and said, "Oh, Tory Lanez unequivocally shot Megan Thee Stallion," and y'all asses wasn't there. I want to see if y'all go come back and say, hey, we got it wrong. Or some of them still just go save face by trying to still somehow make this about black women not being protected and that they still need to be saved and black women's loyalty to black men, instead of just saying, you know what, Megan, she got this wrong. She's a horrible person for what she did, and she's a liar. Because at the end of the day, she hurt black women. Because where you have this situation, there's going to be a person that really is going to harm a black woman. And then people going to look at this and say, yeah, she probably lying. Yes, they are black women that's being harmed and being mistreated. And this is why I go by case basis. And you can miss me with that stuff. Believe all women. You can save that. You can save that. I don't want to hear that anymore. You can miss me with that. Protect all women. Believe all. No, hell no. Well, we know that a lot of black women are not going to hold her accountable. We all know, probably people like Iron Bang and a couple of other people still going to try to put this. Is still going to try to put this on somehow Tory Lanez, and that, oh, well, he should have got out and stopped the fight earlier. Well, he did try to defuse the situation by basically firing that weapon in the air, allegedly. So like I said, this is looking really bad for Megan Thee Stallion. It's just looking like no matter how you spin this, you can't talk around the fact that she lied. She lied under oath. And to me, she perjured herself. And to me, Megan Thee Stallion should be brought up on charges. But we know they're not going to bring her up on charges. Like I say, the black man is just supposed to take it on the chin. Tory Lanez ain't supposed to be angry that basically this woman tried to lie on him and tried to send him to jail. I want to see what these simps is going to say. Who are like, yeah, man, Tory Lanez, man, he was wrong, man. He should have did that, man. I want to see what these simps is going to say. I want to see what these Captain Save-'em dolls going to say. How many kids you got? Oh, man, we're feeding clothes to kids. Yeah, we go get that package deal at Durant Square. So I want to see what these simps is going to say. I want to see what these feminazis going to say. I want to see what these misandrous black women going to say. I want to see if they going to publicly apologize to Tory Lanez. Or they going to still try to find a way to circumvent and try to still somehow make this about black women not being protected. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm a black man and I love black women. And I will protect them if need be. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit up there and help them lie on somebody or lie on an innocent person or ruin an innocent person. But like I said before, now I know why her bodyguard went AWOL. This witness said that he saw two women fighting violently for like at least 10 minutes. I'll play the audio later on. But this is real talk, man. Oh, the bodyguard left. They said he out of the country. Like I said, it would be next to impossible for them to convict Tory Lanez. But he's gonna probably. I mean, if they convict Tory Lanez after this testimony and basically some of the reports you didn't heard. This will truly show you that the judicial system is screwed up and it's just out to get black men, and a black man can't get a fair case in court. But there you have it, you guys. There you have it. But anyway, I'll be back with more later on. Thank you for tapping in. I'm out.